Okay. Trigger events. The thing about trigger events is that these are an indicative set of triggers. Now, when you say triggers, basically, so it means that once you've done your research and once you identify that, okay, this is and it starts from even the geography, right? Once you've done your research and so, okay, this geography, this segment, and you're reaching out to them, and then you have to track that geography. Now, what happens is that most of what we call reason why people would follow up with a certain account is when they see that accounts are opening their email, which is a very limited way of looking at it. It's called the evidence of interest, but that can't be the only way. You have to look at other triggers. So for example, if growth is one of the most popular triggers, like if especially if you have anything to do with any kind of HR kind of thing, that growth, or if you're anything with respect to agents or sales marketing, growth is a good indicator. The other would be of course strategic. If there are things with respect to mergers and acquisitions, these are things which you have to track. And the good news again is that there are tools in the market. I can One of the tools I can again mention is a tool called Apollo. Have a look at it. It does a very good job. I think we have a screenshot here. So it does a very good job of actually tracking these kind of triggers, right? So you know that okay, these are things which are happening, and you can reach out to them. The best triggers are, you see, the what I'm trying to get at also is that you have to do custom stuff, right? You have to have your own custom strategy. I think I was Sonesh was asking a question about best practices. If there are some best practices which are already published, then everyone's already doing it, right? But if you do things which others are not doing, that's when you get noticed, right? So example of that is live triggers. Yeah, what I mean by live triggers is looking at posts which are happening and reacting to that. Now, of course, this one is saying that okay, I'm looking for an AI consultant. This one is, you don't I know that you don't get these kind. You get this maybe once a week kind of thing. You should track. But like there are so many other what I call proxies. Like if you're doing anything with respect to event management, you can look at people who are organizing events continuously. You can just have in Sales Navigator, you can track the posts of say the top 100 companies, or you can track those 250 accounts, and you can look at what they are posting, right? This is where I was, when I was talking about it's difficult to get that B2B skill set mindset. This is the reason why, because when you look at these posts, if you have the right kind of B2B kind of mindset, you'll be able to think that okay, looking at what the person has written and looking at the profile of the person, profile of the company, you'll have an idea whether this you should actually start interacting with them, right? So that it requires definitely in the initial stages of the engagement, it requires senior leadership to look at